on Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm Syndrome is a psychological explanation of how a victim can create a bond with their predator. They create positive feelings towards them, feelings of sympathy, and this is typically because they're probably in an uncomfortable situation and they're scared. So they're basically just trying to cope and deal with the difficult situation that's causing them trauma. And that's basically what you see here. You have the older sister with the hand on the hip, always just trying to make sure that they know that she's his number one daughter. Sounds a little weird, but then here's the youngest with her hand on his shoulder. Now, there's a lot of Stockholm Syndrome going on in this picture. You guys have no idea. It may seem as innocent as it looks, but looks can be deceiving. Hence, why you're on the third video watching this, because you're just like, I can't believe this, especially if you know me personally. The father is suffering from Lyme syndrome, and that is basically the opposite of Stockholm Syndrome. Lyme syndrome is when the develops a psychological love or admiration or attachment, if whatever you want to call it, for the victim. So yeah, I mean, a picture is worth 1,000 fucking words, isn't it? And some might say, well, why do you feel like this? How do you know these things? Well, Auntie Obama, and we'll call the mom Miss S. No, not Miss S. We'll call her Miss H. All right, so Miss H and Auntie Obama both were having sexual relations with their father. So, that's why it continued with us. So just to give you a little quick one-on-one of how the incest trickled down. Now we're about to jump ahead a little bit and just go straight into my pregnancy, because like I said, I can't cover everything that happened in my childhood, but this is definitely one thing that I definitely saved the best for last. So as you can see here, this is my polygraph exam. The question is very direct. Question 1. Do you remember giving birth to a baby girl when you were 12 years old? I answered yes. Question 2. Did your mother deliver and take your baby girl from you and you never seen your baby girl again? I answered yes. Question 3. Do you suspect that your mom constantly injected you with a substance that made you forget your past? I answered yes. Did your aunt sexually molest you? That's question 4. I answered yes. So then if you read at the bottom, it says, based on the examination given, that this subject is truthful to the above issues. So there we have it. I'm not going to debate about what's in black and white. And until anybody on this paper that, these allegations are being accused, if they can take one and prove me wrong, then that's what it will be. But until then, I stand by what I said, and I know what happened to me because it's my body. Now, moving on to the second test. Okay, so this is the second polygraph test that I took. So on the second test, the first question is, has your mother ever sexually molested you or allowed someone to sexually penetrate you? I answered yes. Number 2, has your mom's husband, Big Black is what we're going to call him, but it's his government name on this test, which I blacked out. How nice of me. Question 3, has your grandfather ever sexually raped you or your sister? I answered yes. Did your mom hold you down when you were brutally beaten as a child with a gun sitting on either your grandfather or your mother's husband's lap? I answered yes. That's question 4. As you can see at the bottom, based on the examination given, that this subject is truthful to all above matters. Again, I will never debate what's in black and white, and my truth is not up for debate anyway. So, moving forward.
County did all this happen in?
Muskegon County.
Muskegon County?
Yes.
Yeah, the prosecutor up there knows me very, very well. I do a lot of stuff for him when I was with the state police, and I still do stuff for him now, as far as, figuring out who pulled the trigger.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good, because I know that I know that my family is very ignorant and they're going to question it, but I'm happy that you're,
Sure. Just get my resume and show it to them. I mean, put that in your file of the other stuff that you got.
My sources are very credible. So that was me speaking to my polygraph examiner. And, I'm going to go ahead and post. You know what? I was going to post some of the things that my family has been saying. But you know what? The proof is in the pudding. No one is willing to risk their license for me to make up a fake polygraph. This is someone who has very, very credible credentials, and they just do not like that the proof is clearly in the motherfucking pudding. Moving on.
All right, y'all. So this is my after visit summary when I was explaining everything that happened to me and everything. So everything that I told y'all, that's the story. That's the brief story, okay? So when I go here, when I told her that and we checked out everything and we did the exam, she's saying what I told her, what I described, is consistent with prior pregnancy. Where the fuck is my daughter?
So that was my OBGYN paperwork, my after visit summary. So the OS is a medical term, and before a woman bears a child, it is more of a circle-like shape, and after a woman bears a child, the OS it becomes a slit. And so when she puts at the bottom of the paperwork, the OS is consistent with prior pregnancy, that's just basically saying what I said is consistent with what she sees. And I'm not going to get too personal, but yeah, I found out a lot at this doctor's appointment, which leads me to my next point.
Os, which is the opening. Okay, so cervical osses, if they're a circle, it usually indicates no prior pregnancy, and if they're a slit, it can indicate a prior pregnancy. And your os was more like a slit, so I wrote cervical os slit consistent with previous pregnancy.
So it does look like I had a baby.
It does.
Crying stage, on the floor, can't get up at the hospital. I was admitted in the hospital when I first found this out. When she told me that I might not be able to have kids, I went from my appointment directly to the emergency room. Yep. Because I literally lost it. I couldn't drive. I was at home by myself and had no family, no friends. Didn't trust no fucking body because I'm my mind all over the place. I don't want to know how I responded to this, but they said, who just want a baby by their mama husband? Let me tell you something. Who just want a baby by a lot of these motherfuckers? Who want a baby by a broke motherfucker? Who want a baby? But she's here. She's here. I think. If they ain't killed her. I could never know that I have a child out here and know all the shit I've been through and know she could be going through the same thing. Who knows who they gave her to, what happened to her. And as long as I got blood out here that belong to me, I'ma fight like a motherfucker. I'ma fight like a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about all the other shit because it doesn't matter. With that, y'all, the police still saying they want more evidence. And I'm tired, y'all. Like, it's only so much I can do by myself. I don't have no support
from my family because they trying to take up. I mean, you got to understand, she didn't do this shit by herself. You can't hide all this shit by yourself. And it's just like, I feel like I'm giving up on my baby. Like, you know, like, I don't want to just not, but I'm tired. I just need a break. I think it's a good thing for me to take a break from not looking for my baby, but from everything. Like, because from the whole, not from, it's hard for me to say take a break because it's like, I'm going so hard for my baby. I don't give a fuck. People can think it's crazy. It was so long ago. You can have another one. This shit. And then what's fucked up is like, how much evidence do you fucking need? They denied the lie detector test. And I'm going to tell you, as a motherfucking mother, if my baby came to me and said, Mama, I think you did something to me. I think you touched me. We ain't even got to get to the police station. Shit, I'm going to go ahead. We don't even got to get to the point it's a trial. Fuck all of that. I'm your mama. Do you know I lay my life down before I ever harm you? I kill for you. I'm your mama. Hook me up to the machine right now. I do anything to let my baby know I got you. I'm your protector. I never let nobody hurt you. They have to get through your mama first. And oh shit, I hope you bring your best hitter about mine. That's a mama. My mama told them she ain't want to take it. Bitch, cause you ain't gonna pass it. Your husband ain't either. I was fatherless and defenseless, and you was an opportunity, and you let it happen. And at the end of the day, even if you was going through something, you still married to the man that raped your daughters. When your kids come to you with some shit like that, ain't no way you finna be just, I ain't do that shit. I don't know. Like, if I let you, I got so much shit I can show y'all. So much evidence. That's why I'm like, what the fuck? That's why I believe my family work with the police. I don't give a fuck. I ain't saving y'all. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And Tony Tag ain't shit either. And I told the police department that either, because before it was DJ Hilson, it was Tony Tag. Don't let me get to talking my shit. He's a crook. He worked with he used to work with the mob. And DJ used to work for Tony. Y'all, I could say so much shit about this police department, but I'ma save it, because that's gonna be the Muskegon. Muskegon really not gonna trust the Muskegon Police Department once I'm done. They so fucked up and crooked. And I believe they do, man, y'all have no idea. The government, politics, police officers, it's all just a scam. We got it. It was say Tasia. Tony Tag ain't been a prosecutor in a while. Well, he was a prosecutor when this shit was happening to me. And you know what that motherfucker looked at me and told me? He told me I only protect my own. At Bunker Middle School. On my daughter. I told them motherfuckers. I went to Bunker Middle School and I told Mr. Smith, but Mr. Smith is friends. I'm not friends. Mr. Smith is my mama husband cousin. But how many fucked up stories have we heard about Mr. Smith? I tried to help myself, y'all. And I can't wait to tell y'all the full story. But for now, I'm going to leave it there because I feel like that's enough. And I honestly don't feel like they're going to help me the way they should. They ain't going hard. Moral of the story, though, y'all, if I'm ever reunited with my baby, that's going to be the happiest day of my life. I know she's so gorgeous, like her mama. And I know she got that spice. I was fatherless, I was defenseless, and I was an opportunity. And that's what it was. But that shit made me strong. And so when you see my strength, when I walk in the room and you feel me, because I know I'm felt. I don't gotta talk too much. I'm the shit. I know I'm felt when I walk in the room. I know that about myself. That's why I try to be nice, because I know I'm felt. And I don't want that to be intimidating to people, because I love to talk to people. I love to be personable with people. But it comes from just, I be having to have my armor on at all times. I never know when somebody want to. It's like I could be a victim, or I can use this and say, I'm nobody's victim. I'm a motherfucking survivor. Ain't no such thing as victim over here. Survivor, when you look at me, you see a motherfucking survivor. You don't see no victim. Victim where? Where the victim at? Shit. Bitch, please. And I'm gonna make sure that if I ever meet my daughter, that she understand, baby, we not victims, we survivors.